AP News, I'm Ed Donahue. Nikki Haley says she is out of the Republican race for president. On Super Tuesday, Haley won only one state, Vermont. She did not endorse Donald Trump for president today when speaking in South Carolina, but said she wishes him well.
I wish anyone well who would be America's president. Our country is too precious to let our differences divide us.
Haley backer John Silkowski was asked about an alternative now that she is out of the race.
Moving to Canada is out of the question, but I mean, it's not entirely off the table. No, I love this country. There's no place I'd rather live. But life is not going to get better for the average American, I don't think, under another 4 years of Donald Trump.
Trump is on track to reach the necessary 1,215 delegates to reach the Republican nomination later this month. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he is endorsing Trump for president. Stocks have moved higher on Wall Street following comments on Capitol Hill from Fed Chair Jerome Powell that interest rate cuts are likely later this year. It all hinges on inflation.
Ongoing progress toward our 2% objective for inflation is not assured. Reducing policy restraint too soon or too much could result in a reversal of progress we've seen in inflation and ultimately require even tighter policy to get inflation back to 2%.
Two U.S. officials tell the AP a missile attack by Yemen's Houthi rebels on a ship in the Gulf of Aden has killed two of its crew members. The Securities and Exchange Commission approved a rule that will require some public companies to report their greenhouse gas emissions and climate risks after last-minute revisions that weaken the rule in the face of strong pushback from companies. New York Governor Kathy Hochul is sending the National Guard to the New York City subway system to help police search passengers' bags for weapons. This is AP News. More than 8,000 migrants died on land and sea routes last year.
That's according to the UN Migration Agency, a record high since it began keeping track a decade ago. Thousands of the deaths were from drowning. It says the biggest increase in deaths last year was on the dangerous Mediterranean Sea crossing, where for years, huge numbers of Syrians, Afghans, and others have run toward Europe, trying to get away from conflicts. Overall, the biggest jump in deaths in recent years has been in Asia, where, for instance, Afghans have been fleeing to places like neighboring Iran. A record number of deaths also occurred in Africa last year, mostly in the Sahara Desert and along the sea route to the Canary Islands. A UN official says every one of these deaths is a terrible human tragedy that reverberates, he says, through families and communities for years to come. I'm Rita Foley.
I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
Choosing the right crop insurance for your farm operation shouldn't be overwhelming. That's why FCS Financial makes it easy with a dedicated team of crop insurance specialists who can help you find the best solutions to protect your operation. And it's this dedication and experience that makes FCS Financial experts at finding solutions for each unique situation. You're more than a policy. We take the time to get to know you, your operation, and your needs. Whether you're a seasoned producer or just beginning, we have the tools you need to help you manage your risk and keep business running smoothly. FCS Financial, growing relationships, creating opportunities. Closing date for spring policies is March 15th. Contact your FCS Financial crop insurance expert at myfcsfinancial.com or call 800-444-3276.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
An equal opportunity provider.
Ricky, there have been generations of fans growing up on St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
That's right, John. And for many, they grew up listening and learning about the Cardinals on the radio.
We get asked all the time why the Cardinals continue to draw fans from so many different states. And the answer is easy: the power of the radio network.
Fans are listening to Cardinals baseball all over the Midwest, and the tradition continues.
Join us all season long for St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Good afternoon. We have sunshine and 59 degrees during the noon hour. Our forecast for today, sunshine, a high temperature of 64 degrees, the wind out of the northeast at 6 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 43 degrees. A northeast wind at 6 to 8 this evening. That will become southeast after midnight. And then for tomorrow, we have an 80% chance of showers, mainly during the afternoon, a high temperature of 59 degrees. Wind out of the southeast at 9 to 13, occasionally gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. New precipitation amounts on Thursday between a quarter and a half inch are possible. Thursday night, a near 100% chance of seeing some rain, a low of 50 degrees, a south wind at 14 to 16, gusting as high as 24. Rainfall amounts tomorrow night between a quarter and a half inch possible. And then on Friday, a near 100% chance of showers. Thunderstorms are also possible a little later in the day. High temperature of 66 degrees, a south wind at 14 during the morning, becoming northwesterly during the afternoon, gusting as high as 22 miles per hour. New rainfall amounts on Friday between a half and 3/4 of an inch. Friday night, showers likely, some thunderstorms also possible overnight, a low of 37 degrees. Chance of precipitation is at 70%. And then as we start out the weekend on Saturday, a 30% chance of showers before noon, then partly sunny and cooler, high temperature in the upper 40s on Saturday. Saturday night, clear and cold, low of 28 degrees. And on Sunday, mostly sunny with a high temperature of 56. Sunday night, another clear night down to 30 degrees. And in the extended forecast for Monday and Tuesday, sunshine both days to start out the new week, mid-60s on Monday, upper 60s to near 70 on Tuesday. Right now it is 59 degrees, wind out of the east-northeast at 7 miles per hour. Again, our forecast today, sunshine, a high temperature of 64. Right now, it's time to get some commentary and a check of the midday livestock report from the Brownfield Farm Market Network.
Have your disc hooked up and water on wheels. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. That request was shared by a volunteer fire department in Nebraska last week. As the enormous and devastating wildfires in Texas and Oklahoma receive national attention, men and women across the heartland are getting more than their fair share of calls to contain fires of a much lesser magnitude. While areas of Illinois and Indiana are abnormally dry, neighboring states to the west are experiencing moderate to extreme drought conditions early in the season. I hear from folks across the Midwest whose wells are low or dry. Drought is not a new phenomenon. I remember learning about the Dust Bowl when I was in school and hearing about the 1950s drought when I was growing up. In very recent history, drought-afflicted regions of our country between June of 1998 and December of 2014. At their peaks, these 3 drought periods covered 2/3 of the lower 48. I remember well how that most recent drought episode came to a head in 2012 as several regional droughts combined into a national-scale event the likes of which had not been seen since the 1950s. Call it cyclical, call it climate change, call it whatever you want to call it. Those of us on farms and ranches in this country will deal with drought, if not now, certainly in the future. Implementing soil health practices to help conserve water, planting more drought-tolerant forage species in pastures, and practicing prescribed or rotational grazing of livestock are risk management practices to be considered. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge. But with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Inger Manson Farms is selling farm equipment in a Purple Wave auction ending March 20th. Bid now on late model, low-hour John Deere equipment, including an X9 1100 combine, an R4038 self-propelled sprayer, an S790 combine, an 1890C 60-foot air seeder with C850 cart, a 9620 RX quad track, and much more. All items will sell to the highest bidders regardless of price on Wednesday, March 20th. Don't wait. Get started now at purplewave.com. Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Direct cash cattle trade remains sluggish and cash hogs are steady to sharply higher. Hello, I'm Brent Barnett with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country is off to a slow start on Wednesday with no bids on the table. Some light business took place Tuesday with just a few head of live steers traded in Iowa at 183. Significant trade volume could likely be delayed until Friday. Boxed beef cutout values were mixed at midday with light to moderate movement. Choice was down 2 cents at $304.77. Select up 76 cents at $295.63. The Choice Select spread was $9.14. At the Ozark Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers were steady to $5 higher compared to the most recent sale. USDA says demand was good on a moderate supply. Feeder supply included 56% steers and 33% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers, 555 to 577 pounds, brought $300 to $313, and feeder steers, 662 to 685 pounds, sold for $265 to $287. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 456 to 498 pounds, brought $282.50 to $312.50, and feeder heifers 605 to 647 pounds, sold for $249 to $268. Cash hogs are steady to sharply higher, with strong opening negotiated sales for the major direct markets. It looks like buyers are still in need of some near-term numbers, and while wholesale pork has been down for most of the week, demand continues to hold up relatively well. The USDA's weekly export sales numbers are out Thursday morning. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct were up $3.48 with a base range of $73 to $78. The Iowa Minnesota was $3.50 higher with a weighted average price of $76.96. The Western Corn Belt was up $3.53 with a weighted average of $76.47. Butcher hogs at the Midwest cash markets were steady at $55. Sows were steady at $45 to $48. Boars were $18. At Illinois, slaughter sows were steady at $45 to $57. Barrows and gilts were steady at $43 to $53. Boars ranged from $8 to $25. Pork values were higher at midday, up 29 cents at $91.72. I'm Brent Barnett, Brownfield.
This is Bill Wise with the latest Appetite for Pork report. Today I'm talking with Dr. David Newman, Senior Vice President of Market Growth at National Pork Board, about how your pork checkoff dollars are working to bring more U.S. pork to tables around the world. Dr. Newman, the pork checkoff has been working to expand markets here at home. What exactly does that mean for pork producers?
Right now, in this challenging market that we're in, our goal is driving demand, both domestically and internationally. We're building one-on-one relationships with several different pieces of the marketing aspect of pork. Retailers, food service operators, and we're also working a lot with C-stores. So making sure that we're playing in all the areas where consumers are shopping. Using checkoff funds to do that keeps pork top of mind with relevant consumers.
Thanks again, David, for talking with us today about how the pork checkoff is building a bigger appetite for U.S. pork. You can find out more information at porkcheckoff.org/radio.
And that has been commentary from the Brownfield Network and a check of the midday livestock report. Right now, it's time to take a look at our updated funeral announcements, and they are being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today, serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years. Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations right here in Salem and in Bunker, and also online at our website at ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick up a copy every weekday or check it out online. Michael Wayne Naylor of Licking passed away March 1st. A memorial service for Michael Naylor will be held at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at the Licking Christian Church. Visitation will be held on Thursday as well from 11 in the morning until 1 o'clock at service time. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking for Michael Wayne Naylor, whose memorial service will be tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Licking Christian Church. Opal Erlene Gillum Mitcher of Steelville passed away Monday at the age of 89. Funeral services will be held Friday morning at 10 o'clock at the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation will take place tomorrow evening from 5 until 7. Interment will be in the Skaggs Cemetery in Berryman, Missouri. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville for Opal Mitchner, whose funeral services will be Friday morning at 10 o'clock. Vicki Dow Mercer, age 76, of Salem, passed away Friday, February 23rd. A celebration of life service will be held Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation will be on Sunday as well from noon until service time. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Vicki Mercer, whose celebration of life service will be held Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. We invite you to stay tuned. We'll come back with a look at local news in just a moment.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It's now time for a look at local news, brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. If you'd like more information on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. A fire destroyed the firehouse for the Eminence Area Volunteer Fire Department early Tuesday morning after being called in at 5:45. Fire departments from Winona, Ellington, Summersville, and Timber assisted the Eminence Area Volunteer Fire Department in fighting the fire. After the fire was extinguished, Eminence Fire Chief Jim Bay reported the fire department lost 3 pumpers, a tanker, and 3 brush units, and all of the equipment. The original firehouse and the newer section of the firehouse that was built about 6 years ago was a total loss. Investigators have not yet released what caused the fire. The fire station will take up temporary quarters at a county fuels building. Chief Bay said many surrounding districts, as well as the Missouri Department of Conservation, are helping and will assist the firefighters on area calls until they can recover. Other area fire departments are loaning the district equipment, and Ellington has offered to loan them a ladder truck. An accident happened in Phelps County Tuesday afternoon at 211 on Old St. James Road, east of County Road 3030. According to the Highway Patrol report, a westbound 2015 Chevrolet Cruze being driven by 18-year-old Cairo west of Cuba struck the rear of a 2015 Ford Taurus being driven by 44-year-old Danielle Michno of St. James. Michno suffered minor injuries and was transported by Phelps County Ambulance to Phelps Health Hospital in Rolla. Both vehicles sustained minor damage and were driven from the scene. The report went on to state that Michno was not wearing a seat restraint while West was. And in other news, the Salem Ranger District, who will be hiring 2 or 3 high school students for the Youth Conservation Corps program this summer. Students and recent graduates between the ages of 15 and 18 are welcome and encouraged to apply. The deadline is to apply is March 29th by the close of business at 4:30 in the afternoon. If you'd like some more information or maybe you have some questions, you can contact the main office at 573-729-6656. Blank applications are available at the Salem Ranger Station, located at 1301 South Main Street. They are open from 8:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. And the Salem FFA alumni will be holding their 14th annual Scholarship Fund Labor and Dessert Auction. That'll be coming up Friday at the Smith Valley Angus Event Barn. The no-charge meal will be provided starting at 5:30 with the auction to follow at 6:30. Students from the Salem FFA chapter will be providing labor in increments of 4, 6, or 8 hours, which will include various services such as farm labor, wood cutting, hay hauling, babysitting, cooking, cleaning, gardening, etc. Plus, there will be an abundance of homemade pies, cakes, and other desserts that will be auctioned off. Now, all of the proceeds go to the Salem FFA Alumni Scholarship Fund. If you'd like some more information, you can call 573-739-2016 or 573-729-6641, extension 5164. Everyone is welcome to attend. State Fire Marshal Tim Bean recommends Missourians use the return of daylight savings time this weekend to test home smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. At 2 o'clock Sunday morning, clocks spring forward 1 hour. Bean also urges families to practice their fire escape plans. Safety experts recommend families practice their home fire escape plans at least twice each year. Getting into the habit of checking them when changing your clocks takes very little time and makes a tremendous difference to your family's safety. Working smoke alarms reduce the risk of dying in a fire by 1/2. About 1/2 of home fire deaths occur at night between the hours of 11 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning when most people are asleep. And that's why it's important for all family members to be able to act and react quickly to get out. Each family member, including children, should know 2 escape routes from every room in their residence. This information should be shared with overnight guests as well. Bean also recommends to Missourians that they should have carbon monoxide alarms for their homes. Carbon monoxide is an odorless, tasteless, invisible gas that results from the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels, which can be deadly if undetected. The fire marshal makes these recommendations and of checking smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms monthly by pushing the test button and replacing smoke alarms every 10 years because they do lose their effectiveness over time. Install additional smoke alarms if you do not have a minimum of 1 alarm on every level of the home, inside all bedrooms and outside bedrooms. Plan 2 different escape routes from your home and practice the routes with the entire family. Families should also select a safe gathering place outside the residence in the event of a fire. For more information on fire safety, you can go to dfs.dps.mo.gov. And Healthy Dane County has announced the lineup for the fun community event called the Non-Newlywed Game. This will be the 6th year that Healthy Dane County has held this fundraiser, and you don't want to miss out on the event as it's couple versus couple in this hilarious version of the classic game show. You'll discover just how much our couples know or maybe don't know about their spouse. This fundraising event will be held next Friday. Actually, it will take place April 12th at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, beginning at 6:30 p.m. The 4 local married couples who have been selected to play the game are Tom and Tracy Wolf, Matt and Rachel Moncrief, John and Danielle Roos, and Luke and Hannah Heithold. These couples have graciously volunteered their time to play this fun game and entertain the audience. VIP sponsored tables can be reserved with a $300 donation. The VIP tables includes reserved seating for 8 people as well as numerous table refreshments. A concession stand and cash bar will be open during the evening as well. A limited number of individual tickets will be sold for $25 per ticket. The individual tickets will not have reserved seating. Lays will also be sold throughout the night to support your favorite couple. This event sells out every year with tickets not being available at the door, so be sure to get your tickets now by calling 729-8163 or by stopping by the Salem Community Center at the Armory, located at 1200 West Rolliff Road. The actual event will begin at 6:30 and the doors will open at 5:30. Business sponsorships are also available, and that will get you a table for 8, as well as your name posted on a big screen at the event center and being recognized on social media as well. And the group called the Concerned Citizens for Salem is inviting the public to attend a meet and greet to meet the candidates for mayor as well as East and West Ward aldermen who will be on the ballot on the April 2nd election ballot, as well as incumbent officials who will not be running in this election. The meet and greet will be held Monday, March 11th at 7 o'clock in the Wilson Family Center at 1000 Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Following the introductions, there will be a question and answer session that will allow all of the candidates to speak on the numerous issues concerning the public. The meet and greet is free and open to everyone, with coffee and light refreshments being provided, and it's an opportunity for anyone who wants to get acquainted with the people that want to serve as representatives of the city of Salem who are on the April 2nd ballot. That has been a look at local news brought to you by the SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in the Nursing RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more information about the SBU Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Missouri families have seen how terrible cancers caused by HPV can be.
To hear the words, "you have cancer," it strikes you to your core.
Fighting cancer is expensive.
When given at age 11 or 12, the HPV vaccine provides lifelong cancer prevention.
Why not protect them for the rest of their life?
Let's prevent cancer together by getting the vaccine, stopping the spread of HPV.
A message from Missouri Immunization Coalition.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or
truck. Stop by K&H Auto Supply where you'll find these great deals. Windex windshield washer fluid 2 for $11. Blue Devil radiator flush for $6.99 for the 32-ounce size. And Blue Devil hard gasket seal for $49.99 for the 32-ounce size. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Every day, Cintas service reps help businesses get ready for the workday. They provide freshly laundered workwear delivered every week. Mats, mops, restroom and cleaning supplies. First aid and safety products to help your employees stay safe. They even test and inspect fire extinguishers and emergency lights. Cintas helps keep your business running smoothly. See what Cintas can do for you. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
As we take a look at our local sports coverage, the St. Louis Blues lost to the New York Islanders last night by a score of 4-2. The Blues will play the New Jersey Devils tomorrow evening at 5:30. You'll be able to hear that game here on 1340 or on 95.7. The Missouri basketball Tigers lost to Auburn last night, 101-74. Missouri's now lost 17 in a row and are 8-22 overall on the year. The Tigers are also last in the SEC Conference with an 0-17 record. And a 4-run third inning propelled the St. Louis Cardinals to a 5-4 win over Minnesota yesterday. The Cardinals will have the day off today. They'll be playing the Houston Astros tomorrow down in Florida. And the Kansas City Royals beat the Chicago Cubs 4-0 last night. In the 7th inning, Tyler Gentry smacked a 3-run home run out to left field. The Royals will take on Seattle today at 2 o'clock out in the desert. That has been a look at our local sports coverage. We invite you to keep it here. Right now, we'll get a check of sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Mizzou women's basketball season has been a disappointment of their own. They've lost 11 in a row. They're tipping off here at 12:30 in the SEC tournament in Greenville, South Carolina against Florida. Likely Robin Pinchton's final run as Mizzou's head coach. Will update you later this afternoon. The Mizzou men, their losing streak hit 17, a 101-74 loss against 13th-ranked Auburn. Again, the Tigers were close at half, down by just 5, but then got outscored 57-35 in the second. Sean East had 21 points. He talks about what happened.
We just kind of came out flat. We didn't get no offensive possession. Like, we didn't score or convert on them offensive possessions, and they capitalized on their first few possessions, so they kind of put us back, and they started that lead that they got.
Last chance for the Tigers to get a win in SEC play will be at LSU on Saturday. The Blues, playing on back-to-back nights, jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the second, but lost to the Islanders 4-2. Captain Braden Shen.
We did have control of the game and just 2-2 hockey going in third and made a few mistakes. And, before I know it, the momentum was on their side. And
the Blues play the Devils tomorrow night. The Cardinals have their first off day. It took them until their 9th game to go deep for the first time this spring.
Next pitch on the way, and Goldie hits one in the left field. This one is going back. This is at the track, and this one is gone for the Cardinals' first home run of the day, first home run of the spring, and we're tied at 1.
All right, Goldie's first. The Cardinals beat the Twins 5-4. Miles Michaelis went 4 innings, allowed just a home run. He struck out 4. And the Royals got a big win over the Cubs last night.
First pitch to Tyler Gentry. Deep to left field. Casey's back at the track, looks up, it's gone. Bouncing into the Royals bullpen. First pitch, 3-run homer, Tyler Gentry.
That put the Royals up 4-0, and that's how it ended. Brady Singer learning a new sweeping curve. Pitched 3 scoreless innings, striking out 3. Royals play the Mariners today. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Missouri families have seen how terrible cancers caused by HPV can be.
To hear the words, "you have cancer," it strikes you to your core.
Fighting cancer is expensive.
When given at age 11 or 12, the HPV vaccine provides lifelong cancer prevention.
Why not protect them for the rest of their life?
Let's prevent cancer together by getting the vaccine, stopping the spread of HPV.
A message from Missouri Immunization Coalition.
Feeling overwhelmed? Call, text, or chat 988. If you or someone you care about is struggling with thoughts of suicide, facing a mental health or substance use crisis, or if you simply need someone to listen, call, text, or chat 988. It's your direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. Call, text, or chat 988 to connect with trained crisis specialists, day or night. A message from the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Allevo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Possibility of quite a bit of rain over the next few days, beginning tomorrow afternoon. We'll tell you about the forecast in complete detail coming up right after the top of the hour. We invite you to keep it here at KSMO. Right now, we'll take a quick break and come back with some news from the Missouri Net.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find great deals on Power Tour tools at K&H Auto Supply. A Power Tour 120-piece tool set for $69.99, a 12-volt polisher sander for $78.99, and a 12-volt reciprocating saw for $69.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply. It's your Park City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Missouri Net News. I'm Elisa Nelson. Today is the last day to register to vote if you want to participate in Missouri's local elections next month. The election is on April 2nd. The Southwest Missouri community of Pleasant Hope is preparing to lose a major employer next month. Missouri Prime Beef Packers says due to, quote, unforeseen business circumstances, unquote, it plans to close, putting about 335 people out of jobs. Representative Jim Calberlow of Lowry City says he hopes the good-paying jobs can be saved.
Not only is it going to affect the 300 or 400 there, it's going to affect a lot of farmers prior to them doing this. They would have to haul these, maybe to western Kansas somewhere to a processor, or maybe up north into Iowa.
Some Toyota workers at an eastern Missouri plant are trying to unionize. The plant, located in Troy, has about 1,000 workers who build cylinder heads. This is Missouri Net.
Not everyone recognizes that they might have a gambling problem. How do you know if gambling is a problem for you? Ask yourself if either or both of the following questions are accurate. Have you felt the need to bet more and more money? Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? If your answer is yes to either of these questions, free help is available. Call 1-888-BETS-OFF for more information.